I have shared specifically on this podcast that I have two looks. My looks are either this, which is like comfy athletic clothes,
Right.
or it's like what I like to call hard pants, like jeans or anything that's like, you know, you got to get a dress or like, 'cause, you know, elevated.
Yes.
But it's really, those are my only two options. How often are you dressing in what I would call like a hard pants look?
Gosh, I mean, in my everyday life, I've got to be honest, not very often. These days, a little bit more because I'm getting to do these fun new experiences and I get to have a little bit more fun. Like when I go do a speaking engagement or I do an event or an appearance, like, you know, I'm doing a little something. It's more elevated, like an elevated, I call her my Gabrielle. Like Gabrielle is my full name. So it's like Gabrielle
Fancy.
comes out. Yeah. And then there's Gabby, who's like everyday track running Gabby. So like, you know, maybe once or twice a month these days where I get to pop out. Like I went to Unrivaled, one of the women's basketball games this weekend in Miami, and I had some fun. You know, I got to look kind of good, and I was like, see, when people see me like actually pop out in real clothes, I think they're a little bit more surprised because all they do is see me in my track uniform. Or like,
yeah, you're like,
you know,
I can do this,
right? Like,
yeah,
I can do
this.
Like, look, I look different.
Look at it.
Like,
yeah.
But most of the time, I mean, it's athleisure. It's kind of like my comfort space because it's, you know, it's become my job and it's just what I do. But I'm definitely excited to kind of step outside of that box a little bit and do a little bit more elevated looks and like Gabrielle come out, you know.
You know, I do a series on TikTok called Places Kylie Has No Business Being. And my initial opening with the series was because I went to Milan Fashion Week, which with someone who calls jeans hard pants, I had no business being there. But I saw that you went to the Tommy Hilfiger show this past Fashion Week in New York. What was that like?
So yeah, this New York Fashion Week was so much fun for me. And the Tommy Hilfiger show was incredible. I mean, it was on a boat and I was sitting next to Colin Jost and I was beside myself. It was absolutely incredible. And my boyfriend came with me and we snuck him on the boat because I didn't have a +1. So we had snuck him on. Obviously there are no seats for him on the boat. So when the show starts, he like finds this little part of the bench, like some bench, and he sits there and he's just chilling, like minding his own business. And then Tommy comes, obviously, because it's his show, says hi to everyone, greets everyone, and it's his freaking seat that my boyfriend's sitting in. So he's like, my boyfriend is like this so like unassuming, like classic American guy. And he was just like, what? Am I not supposed to be here? And I just was like, I don't know him. It's fine. Just
who brought him?
Yeah, who brought this guy? Who brought this super handsome 6'4" guy with phone? Who did that? But it was such a fun time. That's where I met Anna Wintour. We started a relationship there, and it was just incredible. I got to see Carolina Herrera as well during that week, which was another great show. So yeah, I was having so much fun. That entire week in New York was just a blast for me.
Hey guys, it's me, pre-recorded Kylie here again. I hope you enjoyed this More Shit Monday exclusive, whatever it was. I'm not sure. Our editor just kind of sticks these things at the end of the clips and I find out with all of you. I'll be back with a brand new episode on Thursday.